Subscribe to our YouTube Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
Man, but one of my favorite parts about your game is, like, obviously you go crazy in the league, but to see you go back home and play in the Drew every summer and, like, really get to it, like, y'all really be battling that mode. And also, congrats, by the way, you know what I'm saying?
Man, appreciate
Congrats
for sure.
Crazy. Yeah. But for who fans like us, like, we love basketball. To see you hoop in the summer, like, for y'all to really pull up there and really go crazy, that shit is fire, man.
Yeah, you know what's crazy for me, bro? It's like, it's a sentimental thing because, you know, my dad used to take me to the Drew League when I was young, even before I started playing, to where I just remember one day he picked me up. I mean, we left the house one day, and he was like, man, bring your basketball shit. He took me to Drew League. I was 14, 15 years old. He said, go out there and play. Grown-ass man. I'm like, what? Guess my dad told everybody, all the grown men, don't take it easy on me. Go out there, give them the work. And I had to compete, but it gave me a mental edge when I go out there and play with them. When I go play people my age,
It's lights out.
Nah, fuck that. These motherfuckers can't fuck with me. I'm playing against grown men that they kids sitting on the sideline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was always something that was like made me feel good because it gave me like an internal confidence that I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's in the hood too, like all the hood motherfuckers coming out here, all the old heads, and they respecting you and taking you in. So me getting in a position of being somebody that people look up to, like, it's like mandatory for me to do it because it's like you never know that one kid that's sitting in here, I could be his hope just to want to make it out. You know what I mean? Like it's motherfuckers in here who probably never even been to the Staples Center. You know what I mean? Been able to see a basketball game. Like they could come out here for free and watch me play. And like it's something I take serious too. You know what I mean? I remember I brought one of my old teammates. Man, I think it was Jared Jack. I think I brought him playing the Drew League one time with me years ago. In the middle of the game, I think I'm about to get in a fight with somebody and all this. And Jack leaned over and said, man, why are you taking this shit so serious?
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, yo, this shit is serious to me. You know what I mean? Like it's like my rep on the line for here. I don't play around with this. So like that's why when you see me playing it, like I take that shit serious.
Nah, I see you. You get active.
That's why I ain't never play.
Yeah, like I take it's heavy, bro. For real. Like even the other day, like I'm hooping the other day, it's like, you know, niggas on the other team talking shit. And it's like, you know, I don't look at it like, nigga, you know who the fuck I am. Like, yeah, talk your shit. But I'm gonna show you why I come here and hoop all the time. You know what I mean? So,
for sure. And man, it's crazy because like y'all done had some moments in there, but one I don't think it spoke on enough. I think it was maybe last year before that. Bro, you and Brian on the NBA app, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we all watched the Kobe, we all watched it, but to see that happen and the progression of the Drew, for y'all to have that moment,
that's hard.
It inspires people outside. Like everybody looked at like, we can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and that it was crazy. Like even shout out to Brian doing that. You know, he definitely a real one for that because, you know, he hit me like it was the middle of the night, probably like it was like a week before I had played in it and Brian had hit me. He was like, man, what's up when you playing in Drew again? I'm like, next week. I'm like, fuck it, come fuck with me. He said, all right, bet I'm gonna come fuck with you. So I'm thinking like, all right, he probably forget or he got busy. It was like a night before that following week. It's like, what time the game? Blah, blah, blah. All right, bet I'm pulling up. And I think I had tweeted like Debo and like the Crown or whatever. Pulled up and just to see how like electrified the city was, bro. Just to see like little, like my thing, I'm big on looking in the crowd and seeing like kids' reactions. You know what I mean? Seeing those like they just seen a ghost. Like to me, that's the shit that make it feel like, yo, this shit is always bigger than basketball because these kids carrying this shit like forever. You know what I mean? Like they gonna remember this moment, and for bro to do that, man, that shit was amazing. You know what I mean? Especially like, you know, shit, 20 years in, he is who he is, how big it is to come out there in the hood and hoop. And the game was cracking too. Like it was, they took us down to the wire. Like they was out there talking shit, all that. So, man, that shit was probably, you know, my second favorite moment outside of when Cole played. Cole always gonna be my number one whenever. But when Brian did that shit, man, that was some real shit, man.
Let me ask you this then, because I remember I said that. I said something out of pocket about Kobe.
Oh shit.
No, not because he a Kobe fan. I said, what I say? James Harden was.
You remember?
He said James Harden was better.
Then
You said,
D-Wade.
oh,
I said James Harden scored a little better than Kobe. Was I out of pocket?
No, like
James Harden scored that motherfucker
listen,
though.
I've told somebody this multiple times. The run James had,
It's crazy.
Come on, bro.
bro.
the run James had was fucking like that ain't even a video game. Like,
That shit was crazy, bro.
like, that shit was like some fucking like Space Jam shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if you didn't watch the game, you just knew when you checked the box score, it was gonna be something fucking crazy.
38, 40.
40,
With 15
45,
assists.
15 assists, 10 rebounds. Like that run he had, bro, that shit was fucking incredible. And how he did it, the shit looked like it was with no effort.
That's what I was saying.
You see what I'm saying? So I got what you was coming from
message.
from that standpoint. And I think people react. People is just so sensitive when it comes to like
certain people,
certain
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
If you really just sit and think, bro, that run James had, bro, was the most incredible shit. Like we
Ever seen, bro.
ever seen.
That shit
You
was
see what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro.
Like it was crazy. He would just literally come down court, bop bop bop,
Three.
sidestep 3, bop bop bop, hezzy. Like it was five. Like come on, like it was incredible.
It was
And
crazy.
don't forget, nigga, they was winning 50 games a year.
In the West.
In the West.
And it's crazy who he was going against, bro. He had to go against that prime Warrior situation, and he was still going crazy.
Still going, bro.
That's the only thing I said, but I got killed for that. But I think Kobe is phenomenal. Like it's nothing. Like I know the love you and respect you have for Kobe.
Yeah,
It's
for
crazy.
sure.
But I just at that moment, I'm like, what I had to play against James, bro.
But
That shit was different.
yeah,
bro.
bro. That's the thing. Like it just like listen, like you said, Kobe is my GOAT, all that, everything. But it's like what's real is real. The shit James was doing, I don't think we'll ever see that again.
All you want. I don't.
We
Nah,
we
it's
won't
never
ever see
play
that.
And
like
they try to erase it with Luka, and obviously we know Luka Cole, he liked that, but I'm like, nah, bro. James had to do that against teams in the West. When it was, I mean, them teams in the Rockets weren't that great.
No.
It was a lot of James Harden and everybody else just kind of
Bro.
staying in the corner shoot these threes
Yeah.
That man was
on a mission.
him and CC
When I seen somebody
Big rock
guard
crazy.
him and stand behind him,
stand behind
I
us.
could
I
my hands
don't know.
about his
With
back,
their
bro.
hands behind their back.
I
like,
said, I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. This is bad basketball, but he that special where you can't even
Niggas
like,
didn't know what to do.
Yeah, like you gotta go. I'm trying something totally different.
yeah, bro.
I'm just stand behind you and guard you. That's crazy, bro.
Speaking on Kobe, did you pull some of your feet work from him?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of that came through conversations with him. Of just breaking down. Like he was a big soccer fan, so he used to always, incorporate how soccer players move, how to use their footwork to get leverage, quickness. And he always used to tell me to watch, certain players like, Hakeem, obviously, the way he moved, but also like the smaller guards like an Andre Miller, for example. You know what I mean?
Legend.
Not the fastest, can't jump the highest, but he knew how to maneuver in small places to be able to get a shot off or get to the bucket and everything. So I started paying attention to like a lot of the random players in a sense that, probably don't have the big notoriety as everybody else. You know what I mean? And took a lot of stuff from him. Another person who helped me with my footwork shit was like Sam Cassell. You know what I mean? When I was 15, like used to be around Sam, and Sam always used to preach to me about certain ways how to shoot the turnaround, how to get your feet leverage a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Learn from him. I learned from fucking Katino Mowgli how to get your shot. You know what I mean? So it's certain players that I took so much from and like incorporated, but Cole was the one that put the notion in it to, you master this. Like basically he always used to tell me, learn how to play in a phone booth. You know what I mean? If you know how to master how to create shots from a phone booth, you good. You know what I mean? So he used to talk a lot in fucking codes. It used to take some time to figure out. But when I figured it out and that light bulb went off, I knew I had something